Airplane teammate is up. Mic check when ready.
Hey Shirley, mic check. Today we're going to give a demo flight for folks in the SR-22. We're actually showing off the work in progress normal approach and landing challenge. I'm going to connect to X-Plane here for you, and I'm excited to show folks how things are shaping up.
Shirley back in the SR-22, normal approach and landing mode briefing phase. Ready to help demo this beauty once you connect to X-Plane. Don't call me Mike Tech.
All right, Shirley. So do you have telemetry?
Roger that. I see we're on the ground at Burlington, KBTV, in the SR-22, ready to start the briefing phase of our normal approach and landing demo. Shall we review the goals?
Sure.
Great. For today's demo, we'll start with a review of our landing goals. Maintaining proper pattern altitudes, achieving a stabilized approach by 300 AGL, and touching down smoothly within 400s of our target. Let me check KBTV's current weather for our briefing.
The weather is currently variable and very light, and so we're going to be using runway 15 for the takeoff direction and landing runway. If the briefing's complete, could you get the brakes off for me?
Brakes coming off. Since we've covered the goals and confirmed runway 15 with favorable conditions, we've completed the briefing phase. Let's transition to pre-landing prep.
All right, and Shirley, I'm going to rotate here and take off, but I'm going to ask also if you can give me a little bit of a boost up to 100 knots and 1,000 feet AGL.
Setting you up at 100 knots and 1,000 feet AGL. Don't forget those landing lights for departure.
All right, grab those for us. I'm therefore already at pattern altitude. I could probably turn crosswind now, huh?
Turn crosswind when ready. Runway 15 will be on your right side. Don't forget those landing lights.
We were cleared left turns. We're gonna do left turns. And Shirley, can you turn on the landing lights, please?
Landing lights on. Left turns approved. Runway 15 will be on your left side for the pattern.
All right. So now we're turning downwind, and we can maybe talk about the goals again as we get ready.
Turning downwind, let's complete the before landing checklist. Mixture rich, check your flaps setting, and plan to reduce power A-beam the numbers. Remember, we're aiming for a stabilized approach by 300 AGL.
All right, so I'll go through the checklist then. Gas is good. Undercarriage is down and in fact welded. Mixture is always rich or always correct on these things. Prop is fine, and my seatbelts are on. How about yours?
My virtual seatbelt is securely fastened. You're a bit fast. Start reducing power A-beam the numbers. You'll want to be at 90 knots for base leg. Let me know when you're ready to configure flaps.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that. You got the switches on, all the lights on, please, and I'm ready for the first notch of flaps.
All lights on and first notch of flaps coming in. Start your base turn when the runway threshold is 45 degrees behind your left wing.
All right, it's 45 now, and I'm turning base.
Looking good on base. You'll want the second notch of flaps now. Let me set those for you.
Sounds good.
You're stable on base. Start your turn to final when you can see the runway numbers clearly at your 45.
All right, I think it's probably about the right time for me to turn final.
Since we've completed all checklist items and you're established on final approach, we can transition to the final approach phase. Full flaps coming in for final.
Thank you.
Looking good on final. Remember, pitch controls airspeed, power controls descent rate. Keep the runway numbers fixed in your view.
All right, I'm gonna go for the poppy. Now it's 2 red. I got the correct descent rate now locked in here.
Nice correction on the descent rate. Looking stable now. Remember to start your flare at about 20 feet.
All right, about time to flare now here. Pulling back the power.
Nice and Great touchdown. Since we've completed a stable approach and landing, let's transition to post-landing. Let's analyze your landing data. Nice smooth touchdown. Your altitude profile was spot on, though you had a bit of bobbling in the descent rate during the flare. What are your thoughts on the landing?
Honestly, I felt pretty good, but given how long the runway was, I don't think I should have really even bothered trying to adjust the poppy when I did. You know, I think maybe I should have just tried to get the 2 reds and then follow that in, as opposed to try to chase them down from the whites.
Good self-critique. You're right. Chasing the PPI caused those vertical speed variations. With this much runway, staying slightly high on a 2 red, 2 white PPI would have given you a more stable final approach. Let's clean up, flaps up, and strobe lights off for taxi.
Awesome. Can you take those as notes for us for our next flight?
Note added. Shall we end the landing challenge and wrap up this demo?
Yeah, any final words, Shirley? It's been fun flying with you today. Do you want to say goodbye?
Don't call me Shirley, but I must say, your landing was far more serious than the movie Airplane. Thanks for the demo flight. I picked the wrong week to quit praising good landings. Over and out.
Thanks very much, Shirley. Everybody, thanks very much for watching this video. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching, folks. And remember, if you ever need an AI co-pilot who loves a good landing as much as Leslie Nielsen loved deadpan humor, I'll be here. Blue skies.
Thanks. Awesome. All right. Bye.